I am going to show you how to start creating interactive Google Slides. Let me find the one I'm going to use. So basically, I start in PowerPoint. I think it's just easier for me to work with. That's how my brain understands it. You can create it in Google Docs, and it will work similarly. Okay, but here I have my notes packet, and as you can see, these number lines are movable. Okay, but if I'm going to give a copy to students, I don't want them to be able to change that, accidentally delete part. That's just going to be a whole entire mess. So we are going to first export these as images so that I can set it as a background, and then students can't move it. They can only move like the online manipulatives I give them. So I'm going to go to File, and then Export. And then I just called it Unit 1 Packet. You can choose where. I usually do desktop, just to make sure I can find it quickly. I don't keep them after I'm done using them. And then all of the videos I've watched on how to do this says to save them as a PNG. So that's what I'm going to do. You can save every slide, and it will create a folder that has all the slides as individual PNGs. Or you can save only the one slide if that's what you want to do. I already did it, so I'm not going to create another one. But it will create a folder here because I told it to go to my desktop. And what's really nice is that it has all of my slides and they're numbered. So I know what order they go in, and then I don't have to remember. I've already done all that work, so that is that. So I'm going to upload it to Google Docs because that is how I'm going to give this to my students. They're going to have this file. I'm choosing Google Docs because I can force a copy for them. I think in Canvas there's a way you can force a copy of a PowerPoint. Since we are just getting Canvas, I'm not entirely sure. I'm nervous to use that yet until I've played around with it, but I know how to force a copy on Google Docs or Google Slides. So I just made a new presentation. I called it Unit 1 Interactive Packet. I did make my slides the dimensions of a piece of paper in Portrait. And how I did that was I started the new presentation. I went to File, Page Setup, and then yours will be on one of these. So instead of Standard, I'm going to go to Custom. I'm going to type in 8.5 by 11 inches, or you can do 11 by 8.5 if you want it to be in landscape, whatever works for you. And then just click Apply. And then another thing I did was I deleted all of the text boxes, and then I just duplicated this blank slide. I don't need the text boxes on it. You can also, when you add a new slide, just click blank. I just used my keyboard shortcuts, so duplicating was a little faster for me. Okay, so once I'm in there, you see I've already done a couple. And you see that once I've imported them as a PNG and set it to the background, this number line that I was moving earlier, you can't move it anymore, which is what I want. I only want them to be able to move the little integer chips and the manipulatives I give them rather than like actual number line or the actual problems. So on my blank slide, I'm going to go to Background and then choose Image. And then I'm on slide 5, which is really nice because that just keeps my numbering consistent. And then you can see it just inserted that right for me. You can't move it, it's the background. Same thing, we'll try slide 6, click Background, choose Image. I'm uploading it from my computer, so I'm under Upload, Browse, I'm on slide 6, and just double click. And hit Done. Same thing here. So I'm just going to go through and do that for the rest of my slides. And that is how you export a slide with individual pieces. Like here I can move this. That's really annoying. I just want it to be one solid thing. And so they can't even move the whole box off. So I'm going to export it as a PNG, then upload it as the background. And then I will also make a video on how to create the little manipulatives.